Welcome to the great city of New York. Right now we are on 34th Street, walking up to the great Macy's store. We're gonna leave behind the tall buildings of Hudson Yards and see some flowers because there's a huge flower show over at Macy's in Herald Square, one of the largest department stores in the world. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'm Ariel. This is Urbanist, and let's walk down 34th Street over to Macy's. Hello, Clemens. Nice to see you here. Hello, TA. Welcome. Edward from Netherlands. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Sylvia. Ethan says I might see Dutch Malls. Oh, cool that he's in this area. That would be nice to see him. Hello, Terry. Hello, Mikkel. Hello, Gresgor. Susan. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Hello. They show the world, mostly on live video here on YouTube and Facebook. There's also short videos, and the nature of these broadcasts are usually casual walks through cities. We wander around. Usually there's no direction, no particular agenda, aside maybe from the focus of a specific video like today. Our only agenda is to see the flower show, but anything can happen and does happen in these videos. We may talk about history as we walk around, or we might not. That's the beauty about this show. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's the joy of exploration. That's why I do these videos. So, welcome to Urbanist, exploring cities. Hello, Erica. Hello, Evangeli. Cianathos. Welcome. Susie. Nice to see you here. Mater. Nader, welcome. So here we have the New Yorker Hotel, one of the more iconic hotels in this area of Manhattan. And here we have a plaque that says, "Here died on January 7th, 1943, at the age of 87, the great Yugoslav American scientist inventor Nikola Tesla, whose discoveries in the field of alternating electric current advanced the United States and the rest of the world into the modern industrial era." So yeah, this is where he died, right up there at a room number that started with the number 33. He was obsessed with multiples of 3, 6, and 9. I'm surprised it's still open. Wyndham. I gotta stay in the Nikola Tesla room before this doesn't last any longer, but they have the cool Art Deco detailing here on the doorways. Hey, BBH says I hope to have a good time escaping from the bad news. Yep, there's always negative news in the world. If it isn't a war, it's a pandemic. If it isn't a pandemic, it's political turmoil. If it isn't political turmoil, it is impending doom. If it isn't impending doom, it's an environmental crisis in the world. An economic crash, I don't know. Anything, everything. It's always happening in the news, especially American news. So I'm glad to provide an alternative. Here's the double-decker bus top view. Oh, they have the cover here. I guess it's because it's been rainy the past few days. TA says, I like this perspective. Ethan says, you should go into Macy's. Yes, Ethan. Hint, hint, read the title of the video. Susu says, have a great day. Nice to see you live. Thank you so much, Susu. Hello, Paul from Cornwall, UK. Welcome, 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 Paul. Hello, Jeannie. Nice to see you here. I love seeing the backsides of buildings. Hey, Irene from Finland. Oh, welcome. Do remind me how to say hello in Finnish again. Nice to see you here. I'm actually really looking forward to visiting Helsinki once again, and maybe more Finland when I go back. Debbie says it looks cold. It is cold. Yeah, it's about 39 degrees Fahrenheit. I think it should be going up to 50, so it should be in the low 40s. Tariq says, I love the water towers in New York. I'm so glad you do, Tariq. Uh-oh, here we're going through scaffolding. BBH asks, is that the Empire State Building in the distance? It is, yeah. Yeah, so Empire State Building is located at 34th Street and 5th Avenue. Right now we are... Irene says his welcome is... means hi. I'm sure there's different other words, Irene. Thank you so much for letting me know. Hey. Kay says it's turning cold in Ireland as well. Yeah, I was seeing videos of Ireland. It was pretty warm. Arlene, welcome. Arlene. Is Ted Tervel Tuloa. Ooh. Yeah, Finnish is hard to pronounce. I gotta listen to it. But thank you so much for letting me know. Hey, from Finland as well. We have quite a few Finnish viewers. There's plan to visit India. I would love to visit India. Actually, surprisingly, it doesn't even cost that much to travel direct. Non-stop flight to New Delhi is only $600, which is very little. For context, $600 US is the same price to get to England, to Ireland, or to France. Here's Penn Station with the massive Penn Plaza. Trisha says, there's always scaffolding and construction going on in Manhattan. There is. The regulations here are pretty tight because many decades ago, a woman was injured while walking along the side of a building that was undergoing repair. And unfortunately, she died due to the impact of debris falling off that building. Young, she died way too early, tragic accident. And thus, due to reform, they forced all buildings to have scaffolding whenever they're doing repairs and or going under inspection. The thing is, a lot of buildings don't want to repair. It costs a lot of money. So they rather just leave the scaffolding up. It's cheaper that way. Scaffolding used to also be very heavily regulated, always having a specific shade of green, which we see here. So over here we see a specific shade of green. But now they're loosening restrictions, and scaffolding can be built in this style as well. Lorraine says, LOL, it costs $600 to fly from Melbourne to Queensland. Yeah, that's the funny thing is I am shocked how cheap it is to travel to India. I'm glad you mentioned at a beautiful cafe nearby, Aussies, and I'm so beautifully amused by how friendly the Aussie people are, Australian people. Really interesting kind of culture, which I can't wait to experience one time in person. He's injured. That sucks. Here is Macy's, one of the largest department stores in the entire world. We're gonna go through the backside of Macy's. We're gonna go in doggy style because you know, people walk their dogs. I'm not sure if dogs are allowed in Macy's, but we're gonna go through the backside of Macy's, and then we're gonna go into the flower show. 7th Avenue. Hello, Wendy. Nice to see you here. Hello, George and Ron. Welcome. Let's go to the flower show. Oh wow, Scotch and Soda is now selling floral shirts. This is a kind of cool one. This is very Hawaiian. Wow. This is my favorite brand in general, Scotch and Soda. I'll show you a little bit around before I continue to the flower show. Let's take a little detour. Who wants to take a little detour? See the company I buy a lot of clothes from. They're very summery now. Wow, they're really going full Hawaiian style. I might need to buy this and go to Hawaii. Their jeans are really good. I use jeans in this color a lot from them. Wow, interesting. That's so interesting. So that was Scotch and Soda. I am shocked at how summery they're going. Apparently, ooh, wow. Okay. Apparently, summer style, Caribbean style is coming in full force. And of course, a little bit of Hawaiian. So apparently, the guayabera, which is an iconic Puerto Rican shirt, button down with a nice pattern. My grandfather used to wear all the time. All my grandparents used to wear all the time. All of my family used to wear all the time. It's coming back in style. I haven't seen it yet in America, but I think we're getting close. Okay, everyone, there is a lot of popular music here playing. I'm not going to mute because we're sticking to the store. And because of that, with these videos, I can't monetize them because they get demonetized due to copyright claims, which means I can't put ads on these videos, and hence, once these videos are done, no more money can be made off of them. So if you enjoy these videos and want to sponsor these adventures and get bonus content on a few times a month, you can become a patron, patreon.com/urbanist. All right, let's go to the flower show. Or you can give a singular contribution at paypal.me/Ariel here. Here it is, we're getting to the flower show. Look at this. Trisha and Susie love the guayaberas. Not too many people in here. Yeah, it's pretty empty. I mean, March is a good month if you want to visit New York City more calmer. It's pretty chill. There's not that much stuff happening here in March. But look at this. They made the flower show more kind of modern than last year. Interesting design. Fascinating design. For anyone who's design minded, what would you call this? Hey, Wayward, wow, Wayward Y2. Thank you so much for the huge $20 super chat. That's amazing. Wendy's demanding a ring, and Susie's asking if any dresses are on sale. One thing you should know about American stores, I'm not sure if this applies to other countries around the world, maybe Canada as well, things are always on sale in American department stores, no matter when you come. Wayward, a round of hearts for Wayward. That's a very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Wayward. Appreciate you. Penelope, thank you so much for stars. 200 stars. Stars are worth double here through April. So we have a few more days. They're worth double. And we're going up to a 50,000 star goal to show you the best of Europe initially. Might increase the goal a little bit more. Stars goal. Now, before we go more to the flower show, this is always a hit. These are the oldest continuously running escalators in the US, if not the world. I think the world, because here in New York City we innovated escalators. And they're fully wood. Here's the piano from the movie Big. Philadelphia says, we always have major escalator problems here at the Barnes & Nobles. Philadelphia, do you work at the B&N? That's so cool. At Rittenhouse, always not working yet. Yeah, luckily they pour a lot of money and maintenance on these escalators, so they're always running. Real flowers here at the flower show. Susie says, help yourself to some flowers. Can't pick them because they even have a sign, please don't touch. a beautiful display. Wow. Ludo says, it seems like yesterday that you showed us the flower show last year. Time flies. Yeah. It does feel like yesterday. Thank you so much, Ludo, for the amazing £5 super chat. Ludo, you and your family, thank you so much for tuning in. Wow. Sally says, I love this. Yeah, me too. Very beautiful. Look at this. That's cool. If they weren't standing in the way, that would be a cool shot. Cool photo opportunity. Got some urbanist orange flowers. A lot of people taking photos. Sally says much busier than last year. Yeah, I mean, New York City has basically returned to normal at this point. So let's see. They're taking the selfie opportunity. Very smart. Audrey says, what does it smell like? I'm mostly smelling the perfume and the cologne. That's what's sticking out more. And then Macy's always has that particular smell. Kind of has almost like a clean, crisp, lavender-esque smell to it. Debbie says, do you see any sunflowers? Yeah, they're in the distance. I'll zoom in. Anne says, will this display be on next week? I think it's running through the week. We'll find the time soon. If anyone can find out exactly when is the end date of the flower show. Mikel says, are these natural or artificial flowers? They're all natural flowers. All of them are real flowers. Though I am a bit bummed. They don't have the dresses like they did last year. Nick says, they spared no expense. Exactly. But no dresses this year. Oh, I'm a bit bummed. The dresses were I think the coolest part of last year's show. Yeah, no worries, good pass. They were the coolest part of the show. Alright, so who wants a Gucci bag? I've been meaning to grab one of these.
You're right though.
Let me know. We're giving away Gucci bags on this episode of Urbanist. So if you want one, give me a Gucci bag to anyone who wants one. We're sparing no expense on these broadcasts. As I mentioned, I'm becoming the Mr. Beast of live video. The backpack is on next level. I like the look of the backpacks. I mean, I don't like wearing designer clothes or with any like designer symbols, but I'll make an exception for that Gucci bag. Or the sneakers as well. They look so pretty. I love their iconic kind of flannel pattern that they have. The Gucci tartan. I'm not sure if you could call it a tartan, but it's a cool pattern that they have. Kay says, I'll settle for Chanel. Marina says, I have a fake Gucci bag. Wendy says, I'll have 4. Susie says, boots please. Sarah says, I'll take 1. Susie says, I think I read that there were going to be dresses. Maybe they're in a different location. We'll seek them out. Ooh, here are the Gucci sneakers. Want some Gucci sneakers. Gary says, can the guys have a choice of swanky headphones instead of bags? Well, we are in Macy's, so clothing specific. Gary, stay tuned when we visit the Apple headquarters. We'll be giving away computers and headphones and phones. Maureen says, great, I'll have a large purse. Nick says, 1 of every pair. I mean, Gucci sneakers, the men ones, look so cool. Terry says, Ariel, yes, you need those sneakers. I would totally rock those sneakers. I mean, the sneakers I usually always wear are almost the same style. These are Converses, doing the very similar type. Marcine says, we won 100K subscribers. Indeed, yeah, likewise. Wendy says, also grab me a new watch. Hello, Dolly, welcome. Mikkel says, who waters so many flowers? There's definitely someone who has a very hard job of watering everything. And since companies like these like to cut costs, they'll probably hire only one guy. I have no idea, but that's a good question. That's a good question about who waters the flowers. So we got some Chanel. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the greatest things to have bestowed upon us in here in New York City. The great American icon, Starbucks. Who wants a Starbucks? Let me know. We're giving away Starbucks now. You want a venti? You want a venti latte? Frappuccinos? Banana, the pumpkin breads? Speak now, forever hold your peace. G. McCarthy says, I'm cheap, just a hot chocolate, please. Nick says, all Starbucks use a $20,000 filter. Oh, wow. Oh my God. I used to love these candies. Nerds. No, I love this. This is like a stuffed pillow nerds. That's so cool. Look at that. Oh, here's a nerd. Susie says a candy giveaway. This is a serious show. We only give away Gucci handbags or Starbucks Frappuccinos. No candy. Duff beer, what the hell? This is a reference to Duff beer from The Simpsons, but of course this is not real beer. This is a orange soda. What the hell? Bob Ross positive energy drink? Oh, that's so absurd. Oh my god. I wonder if you drink this, suddenly you'll be seeing pretty little trees everywhere. What was it? What did he used to say? Something about trees. Oh my god. Just like the Oscars, these slap. Look at that. Slaps. I'm gonna send this to Will Smith. Susie says happy accidents. Oh yes, if you drink this, you'll have a lot of happy accidents. Oh my god, this sorry about the lack of focus. I'm not sure why iPhone doesn't focus too well. iPhone 13 is a great phone, but it sucks with video focusing. There we go, that's a lot better. Oh my god. There's a Dragon Ball Z Spirit Bomb energy drink. I love this. Oh my god. What were the ingredients? Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, caffeine, potassium sorbate, uranium 458, radioactive potassium, and red 45, purple, no number attached to it, just the ingredient of purple, and also some, what is that? Some, oh no, arsenic. Okay, all right. Oleg, nice to see you here again. Oh, look, Gummy Sushis. Oh my god, this is the coolest candy store I've seen. Gummy Sushi. That's so cool. They have sashimi Gummy Sushi. Sashimi gummies. Wow. Susie says, I want some Candied Cigarettes. That would be awesome. I remember as a little kid we had those. I remember trying to eat these. These were terrifying. Gummy pizza. And look at this, gummy noodles. Pocky. Now that's a normal candy. Really good. Yeah, they are, yeah. Very good. Yeah. Oh my god, there is actual Candied Cigarettes. Look at this. What? What kind of example is this for little kids? To have stallion Candied Cigarettes. Look at that. Wow. Oh my god, lucky what? Lucky lights. Oh my god. Sell sours. This is a hilarious store. Wait, was there something about like flowers? Oh, never mind. Candy it is. What is this? A beauty tin. Oreo chapstick. Who wants some Oreo chapstick? Oreo socks as well. Oreo invented here. I mean, the Oreo was innovated here in New York City. Reese's, my favorite candy. Who wants to drink the Kool-Aid? Let me know. Oh my god! Hostess donuts! So cool. Wow. Macy's is probably the best thing you've ever done. Compliments to Macy's. Everyone, round of hearts to the huge corporate conglomeration that is Macy's for doing this candy store. It's like the coolest thing ever. Also, I like this light show right over here. Oh my god. Oh no, I almost thought this was a gigantic Reese's. I would love to buy a Reese's the size of a pie, but no, this is just miniatures. I'm a bit bummed. Who would, I would totally buy, let me know, who else would buy a Reese's the size of a pie? A gigantic Kisses? I would feel very bad eating this gummy. Like I can even imagine its little scream. Oh no! Don't eat me, no! How could one eat a gummy like this? Let me know. It's a Sour Patch Kid. Irene says, Reese's have too much salt for my liking. Yep, it's salty sweet snack. Nick says, my favorite. Susan says, kids will, no problem, eat a Sour Patch Kid, yeah. Louise says, Toy Story. Yeah, I was making a reference to Toy Story, Louise. Great catch. Nader says, Nader once made a 9-inch Reese's peanut butter cup. It was too much. I can imagine. I would totally eat it though. Sour Power Quattro. Okay, so you can buy an entire cereal box size of sour worms. And that was the end of the candy portion. can gift your little kid a little rosé all day. Arlene says, why didn't you go to the bakery section and see if they have cheesecake? We'll check it out. I'm not sure if the cheesecake is any good. I wouldn't be too optimistic. SJ says, I came for the flowers, but looks like I missed them. Not interested in processed sugars, though. And Audrey says, not that many people here. I would be here all day. Susie says, I passed the cotton candy. Yeah, there was cotton candy back there. Ludo says, is there a dentist nearby? I think one would be required on call after visiting that store. But here, finally, we found the dresses. There we go. Oh, this is a very nice one. Look at that. Beautiful. This one's made by Eugene Lee in collaboration with FIT. Are the flowers in water? Ask Susie. So there's definitely dirt in there. I assume they might be watered. So wow, look at this one. Interesting concept with a clear skirt, double skirted. Not my favorite, let me know. Beautiful suit, wow. Ron says, so now you can't wash these. No, you can't. Wow, beautiful embroidery right over here. Now this one's beautiful. Wow, gorgeous. And this one's by La Glinda y Lazi. Wow. Barb says, I remember last year when you toured over here. Yeah, there was a lot more dresses, but I think we might see a few more, hopefully. Virginia says the last one was printed roses. No, it was both print and embroidery for that second to last dress. Yeah. Nick says the store is massive. Well, yeah, Nick, wait until you go up the 9 circles of hell. I mean, the 9 floors of Macy's. It is quite a gigantic, massive store. You can easily get lost in. And there's no windows, so you kind of lose where you're walking around. You lose orientation. Susie asked, I need Jimmy Choo perfume. I bet there is, but in that display there wasn't. So apparently you can't sit on these. And they have like a sign saying you can't sit on them. Ron says I should have worn florals. And a lot of people are not wearing masks anymore indoors, but this is a mask, by the way. Don't get confused with something else. Sometimes I just realized if I show this out of context, someone might think this is something else. No, it's a face cover. All right. Ludo says, you need a whole day to see everything in Macy's. You do indeed, yeah. You do indeed. Ooh, cool effect. Audrey says, I always dress for the occasion. Indeed I do, Audrey. Indeed I do. Valentino. Susie says, we're still wearing masks until the middle of April. Oh my God. Yeah, here that has been taken away. Gary says it's a bonus that we're wearing masks in Scotland, so we don't have to see our party leader his face. That's funny. Veronica says, does the air smell like flowers? What it smells mostly like is perfume. That perfume smells very, very strong. Very strong. So mostly perfume. You can't even smell the flowers. It would be cool if they just kind of eliminated perfume and you smell the flowers. That would be awesome. I love being here on the mezzanine. Does anyone else have this feeling when you're on the mezzanine? It feels like you're the owner of the place. Just standing here, overlooking all my minions. Does anyone ever have that feeling? Let me know. That's what I'm gonna do when I buy my penthouse in Manhattan. I'm just going to build a huge balcony with in the main entrance, so I could just stand above any guests that come in when they arrive. Susie says, what's your favorite perfume? Right now, my favorite is Dolce & Gabbana. I forgot the name. I think it's called Midnight, but Dolce & Gabbana. And the other one I really love is Spice Bomb by Victor and Rolf. Vicky says you feel like the real king, and Ludo says you are the president of Macy's now. Indeed I am. Indeed I am. Now I'm going to make massive changes in this store. It's going to be all candy. We're taking away all these perfumes. We're replacing it all with candy. We can have candied perfumes, but no more of this funny business. We gotta get serious and have pure candies here in Macy's. Susie says yes, candy. So that is most of the flower show. Someone requested to see what the food options are down below, so let's check them out. So a taxi purse by Kate Spade, beautiful. It's not even that expensive, $400 for a nicely made purse. That's a good price. And a pizza purse. That's so cool. Yeah. I had a feeling they would say that. This is Brewberry. Ludo says, let's open up the first urbanist coffee shop in Macy's. Indeed. All floors 2 through 9 will become urbanist coffee shops. Diaz says, what just happened? The woman requested me to stop recording. Which is a bit silly because this is such a massive department store. It really doesn't matter. They're not protecting any copyright necessarily because these are gigantic brands that use the same type of purse all around the world and in massive advertisements and things like that. So it's a bit silly. Also, it's not a security risk either because what can I film to make a security risk? Here's Coach. Elizabeth says, this is surprisingly very fun. My Asperger's doesn't let me mall. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm glad I could show you the mall from the comfort of your own phone. That's awesome to hear. Veronica says, stop recording. Really? Yeah. It's a thing here in America, in malls or major stores. I mean, obviously they understand that people are visiting for the flower show, so I'm not getting much grief, but just in general, yeah, that happens in the US a lot. Gary says there's a yellow brick road to follow. Only a pink stickered road to follow over here. Wendy says, are they chasing me? No, some malls have done that before. No, Macy's has never been that strict. Because obviously they understand a lot of tourists come here. A lot of tourists come here. Also, I find it very amusing to be very protective of $400 purses. Ain't that expensive for a purse, you know. Some luxury brands have like $2,000-$3,000 purses. $400 purses ain't something really to fuss about in terms of trying to be secure. Diaz says, how's old this Macy's? At this point, it's nearly 100 years old. I think already has exceeded 100 years old. So this opened up in their early 20s. I think a little bit earlier. Do let me know. I've covered the history before, but don't know off the top of my head at the moment. The store is decorated beautifully outside, says Kate. Okay, cool. So we'll see the outside. And as expected, I think the bakeries are closed. Yeah. Yeah. Like the food court here is closed. DS says the famous wooden escalators, they are famous. And the famous Yankees cap. Irene says, I'm trying not to eat too many sweets. It doesn't help with doesn't help me showing candy, says Irene. Irene, my heart goes out to you. Hopefully you can find a good alternative. Really the only thing open down here is Roland's. That's the only thing open. DS says 1858. 1858 was the first Macy's, and that opened up in Massachusetts, and then they opened up subsequently in New York City and had one in 6th Avenue on Ladies Mile, plus 14th Street. Debbie says, wasn't the original owners of Macy's on the Titanic. They weren't the original owners. They were the ones who ended up becoming partners in Macy's. Ida and Isidore Strauss. And they also were the people who ran Abraham and Strauss. So they united with Macy's. And that Strauss family had ownership in Macy's for, I think, decades, if not nearly a century. And unfortunately, both of them did die on the Titanic in a loving embrace. And this was shown in the movie Titanic, where you see an older couple embracing each other. There were the two people, the family who partly owned Macy's back in 1912. Okay, let's go outside through the front. Susie says, don't get stuck in the women's underwear department like Father Ted. Yes, that is one place I would not walk with a camera at all. Trisha says, Strauss Park. Yes, and they are commemorated at Strauss Park on 103rd Street in Uptown Manhattan. There's a beautiful statue in their honor.
But then when he has his business, he's like...
It's funny, puffy jackets are becoming so popular that now there's puffy purses. All right, who wants a Louis Vuitton? Let me know. Oh, wow. Audrey says, I notice everyone's wearing flappy trousers. Yeah, it's becoming very popular to wear more loose, more straight cuts in terms of trousers and jumpers. I mean, trousers and sweatpants and things like that. It's becoming more popular to wear a looser fit. Susie says, bring back skinny jeans. Susie, unfortunately, skinny jeans have died. They died many years ago. Embraced by the arms of hipsters all around the world. They died a very slow death.
I love you guys.
Ludo says more flowers in the windows than inside. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's hard to show on camera because of the reflection. Even in person, there's a lot of reflection here. I wonder why they made the windows so reflective. Maybe it looks better at night. Andrew says, looks like floral patterns will never die. They're definitely coming back and in full force. I mean, florals were not popular 6-7 years ago when I wore them a lot. I started wearing floral button downs about 7 years ago at this point. And I was one of the few men in all of New York to wear them. Even in cool neighborhoods like Bushwick or Williamsburg, I really stuck out. And now it has become super popular. Eva Lou says, is this in honor of the LGBTQ? No, this is a flower show. So it's basically in honor of spring. Spring has sprung. Wendy says, you did not buy us anything at all. Wendy, it's all in my backpack. Susie says, see, you're a trend starter. Yeah, I've been ahead of a few trends, as any true hipster would say. Yeah, I used to wear floral shirts before they were cool. I used to wear thick frame glasses before they were cool. It's a gimbal, so it just stabilizes automatically. Yeah. When the moment you turn on, it has a mechanical arm and it just stays steady, no matter what. Yeah, it's really cool.
B&H?
You can get B&H. Search DJI Osmo.
DJI
Osmo.
Osmo.
Have a good day. Hey.
You're the guy from TikTok?
I am, yeah.
Your videos help me a lot.
Oh, I'm so glad you're watching.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm just a tourist here. I'm from Florida.
Florida. Oh, welcome to New York City. Are you enjoying New York?
Yeah, we just got here like 12 hours ago, I think.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So can we take a picture?
Yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah. I'm actually recording a live video right now on YouTube. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Enjoy your trip. Well, that's a cool selfie opportunity. Look at that. So shout out to the fans of TikTok who said hello. Well, patrons receive a postcard for a goodie bag from Macy's. Says Ludo. Of course, yes. Mega Urbanists will be receiving their postcard delivered in a Gucci handbag. So that is the floral show. Very beautiful, very nice. Runs for a week here in Macy's. Andrew says, how long do they take to decorate? I think they put up the decorations very quickly. But I think the planning process is probably a little bit longer. And every year they do something different. So you're not gonna see the same style next year at all. Evalu says, love your coat. Oh, thank you so much, Evalu. Andrew, nice to see you here. I've been in New York in years, but I'm from Maspeth. Ah, so cool. All right, so near amazing Koreatown. Who wants to check out Koreatown? Let me know. Ooh. And here we have Cooper, the copper colored pigeon. We found Ziomara. Wendy says, are you staying at the Wilson? Joanna says, thank you so much for sharing. My pleasure. Where's Frank? Says, I don't see him right now. Somewhere around there. There he is. He's hiding. There we go. There's Frank. Always chasing the ladies. Always chasing the ladies, and he never has any luck. There we go. He's trying to chase another lady. Never has any luck. Unlike Bob, Frank has no game. Dia says, when did Koreatown become a thing? It became a thing, I'm not sure how long, but there has been a sizable Korean population here since the 1960s. And I would assume that exploded really in the early 2000s. I remember visiting K-Town as early as 2007 was probably the first time I went to Koreatown. So when do the bells ring? Someone just asked. Ludo, that they ring on the hour, a short ring, but the long ring is at 3 p.m. It's quite frightening. So these are Gog and Magog, the harbingers of the apocalypse. Right behind them is Minerva, the goddess of wisdom, but she's surrounded by owls. which symbolize secret knowledge. We got bullied into. And Audrey, the owl's eyes light up at night. Yes, indeed, the ones on top of the monument do. Yeah. Well, you know what? Unfortunately, they no longer do. I haven't seen them lit up in. Ron says, "Are we on the loop? Are you planning to go to Mexico by May, then Greece and Italy, and Ireland?" Ron, why you say that? I can actually make a video about the corner here in Macy's. It's a good story. So this corner in Macy's is still not owned by Macy's. They lease the rooftop to put on their sign, but they're paying rent to another company because they don't own that corner. That corner was bought in spite by A.T. Stewart, who did not want Macy's to own the entire city block. So they end up almost owning the entire city block, except for this corner, and I think there's another corner down there. They paid an exorbitant amount of money, which would be in the current value of tens of millions, to just buy this tiny little corner in spite of Macy's. AAP says, for a future great restaurant, try Keen's on West 72nd, 36th Street between 5th and 6th. Delicious lunch menu used by actors during play breaks. Lots of famous folks. Hey, AAP, first of all, thank you so much for the contributions. AAP has been so grateful in providing contributions. I never restaurants so ahead of time, like Peter Luger, you gotta do reservations at least a week ahead. So yeah, I'll look into Keen's. Thank you so much. And is there still a mall in the Manhattan Mall? Not really, Susie, not really. Susie is referring to here. The mall's over here, I think. Yeah, it should be over here. The mall, yeah, almost all the stores inside the mall are closed at this point. So there used to be a full-size mall here. What used to be Gimbals and Saks were right next to each other. When that closed down, it was replaced with the mall, I think by the 80s/90s. And until recently had a gigantic JCPenney's, but that closed. So let's investigate before we go to K-Town. Hey, Ludo says he could have asked a quiz question about the corner of Macy's. I would have known the answer. I'm glad. Stay tuned. More quiz questions to be asked. Susie says, oh, wow. City. Times Square is bigger than me on that, but that one does not strike me as big as Times Square. Is it Friday? You tell some fibs, but I love you being spontaneous. What are you referring to, Wendy? That is at 7 p.m. I think the mall is fully closed. Yeah, you can't even walk in. That's so sad. Bad service. No, we're not.
그 커뮤니스트
Alright, can you hear me and see me? Let me know. Who wants to take a live COVID test at the middle of the street? Oh wow, bad service. I'm surprised. Surprised I'm encountering bad service here. Usually don't. Ooh, a Tiger Sugar opened up here. Famous company, I think, from Taiwan. And Bella says no thanks. So yep, you can get a COVID test right in the middle of the street by someone who's not even wearing a mask. Sometimes they're not even wearing gloves.
Karaoke?
What happened?
Karaoke? Where you go?
No.
32.
Kay says, do they charge for COVID tests? Apparently they don't. It says free. I find it so weird. I haven't never taken a COVID test on the middle of the street. And I don't know why they're free. I don't know what they're getting out of it. I find it so suspicious. Wendy says, we're getting dumplings. Dumplings would be nice, but this is Koreatown, so there are dumplings, but not as famous for dumplings. Oh no. The outdoor seating area for Gray Street Coffee is now in ruins. What happened? Seems like homeless people were living in there, or are living in there right now. Susan says government ended tests. Oh, I see, but ending soon. Maureen says, is it cold? Yes. Great handmade bibimbap at EMO. Ooh. EMO. This place is amazing, Miss Korea. Mr. Beast says, don't worry, be happy. Mr. Beast, thank you so much for tuning in. Honored to have you here tuning in. Thank you so much, Mr. Beast. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, wow. Squid kimbap. Oh, that sounds good. Hey, I'll have the bulgogi kimbap, please.
One bulgogi?
Yeah.
One bulgogi. Okay, $10. 네.
Yes, thank you so much.
감사합니다. 고 그다음에 랩을 하나 더 싸. 그러면은 먹을 때마다 랩 한번 하고
Is kimbap a new invention or is it traditional? Oh, it's traditional. Okay. From Korea?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, very cool.
Sushi is like a one or two item inside. So we have like a vegetable and
Oh, I see. So it's like sushi, but with more ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, cool. That's awesome.
the price is totally different.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like it. Oh, wow, yeah, it is big.
Yeah.
Like a burrito.
Yeah, like a sushi roll is like this.
Right.
Yeah. More ingredients, more healthy.
Wonderful. Have a great day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, sir.
So cash only, it's like a huge sushi. Oh, I lost some napkins. Like a massive, gigantic sushi. That's really cool. That is awesome. It's warm. It's heavy. It's heavier than the sushi Ritos that have popped up in New York City. So let's see if I can find a drink to accompany this with. So let us know. Do you want to find some type of drink, a fruit tea, maybe something like that? Nice guy. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Nice guy. It was the one who recommended. Nice guy. You're a nice guy. Thank you so much. Can't wait to try it out. I think we might have more luck here. Susie said 500 stars. Thank you so much, Susie. Susie is partly sponsoring the kimbap, which is traditional Korean mega sushi. Susie says, is there enough for us? Susie, have you ever been, or anyone else, have you ever been on a date where you go out with someone? I know some of you are very married for a very long time, but whenever you used to date, will you ever go on one? And with a person who seemed lovely, and then they order food, but they only order food for themselves. And you say, oh wow, so that looks so good, and they don't offer you anything. I'm so sorry to be that person. I'm so sorry to be that person. Where I buy the most amazing food, and I'm like, yeah, it's very good, and I don't offer you anything. Nice guy, thank you so much for a $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Nice guy sponsoring the kimbap as well. Ooh. Pinch me, I might be dreaming. Wow, this looks amazing. I'm not sure if I should even show it to you. Susie says no, but the other person ate like a pig. Yeah, I've gone on those as well. This is tempting. I'm not sure if I should go for it. It's quite a mouthful, you can say. It's a special treat that if you bite it the wrong way, it can explode on your face like an alien movie. Let me know if you're talking about that. Ludo says, can happen if you're married to. Touche. Cream puffs, 4 for $1. Oh, 4 each, 3 for 10. Wow, look at that. Looks amazing. Oh, that's so cool. Hi. I'll have 3 for 10.
Okay.
I'll have one. Can I have one wild tarts, one pistachio, one ube, please?
So the wild tarts actually sold out today. We
It's
like
sold.
a different flavor for cream puffs instead.
Okay, so never mind. Then I'll have the milk one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one milk, one ube, one pistachio. So it'll be $10.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. Sorry, let me show. Okay.
What did you do?
What?
Who did you do?
Oh, cool video. Yeah. Videos about New York. Have a good day. All right. Wow, that was cool. Yeah, they had a lot of protection. I don't think it's because of crime. It's just I think they didn't change their COVID setup. Let's find some fruit tea. I don't think fruit tea. Let me know if anyone has any good recommendations for fruit tea. We'll see. Let's see. So K-Town basically ends at this point. There's not much more beyond here. So we got backtrack. And this is a great place for Korean barbecue. Bakjong. Nice guy says, does anyone know a good poutine spot in Manhattan? So there is a stand in the Winter Village of Bryant Park and also Union Square that is all about duck. I forgot the name of it right now, but they're really good. I featured them many times and they have an excellent poutine. The Williamsburg Williamsburg waterfront during the summertime also has a great poutine stand. But if you want to find poutine year-round, go to Pommes Frites in Greenwich Village. Marina says, what is poutine? Poutine is fries smothered in gravy with cheese curds. And sometimes there's meat, like Canadian bacon. Ludo says, do not let your food go cool. Only one hot item in there. Luckily, not too many hot items.
Exactly. I feel so sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the one across the street. Over here. Bear with me. So there was a place I just passed by earlier that looked really cool. And I think it was here. Hi, how's it going? We got pineapple juice, please.
Love your boots. Okay, down. Everything for one payment?
Yes, please. What? Water for the blender?
Yeah, water, yeah.
$15.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. No, just great. Coming down to rally like that. You actually like the guys. Oh, I heard about that dinner. I heard about that dinner. That's so funny. That's so big. Oh, I'm telling you, I moved up. We do a big house. I moved up, you know.
Catch it.
No, it's really because of Beta. No, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's because of Beta.
Thank you so much.
Marcus, we legit, can we throw down 10 G's? And baby, you throw down your 20, you can do for the house. And that's why I made shit for you.
Thank you so much. This one mine?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.
Say hey by the pool. Say hey by the pool.
All right. So the final piece of the puzzle has been found. A fresh pineapple juice. Hey, Ron says, "Ooh, they had Doritos." Yeah, it was a little interesting little cafe. First time I ever seen it. They had some filter coffee. Yeah, a bit of a messy story. Indeed, it was, Ludo. But it looked really cool. Kind of cool that they have fresh juices made with fresh fruit. So let's try it out. Wendy says, "I love pineapple juice." Me too, Wendy. I'm a huge fan of pineapple juice. So now, the last piece of the puzzle is actually finding a place to sit. But they removed benches. No. Oh, there's the tables and chairs down there. Nice. H Mart still here, says Donald. Indeed it is. Okay, right over here. Let me know. So we end up getting a few items. The kimbap, which we're gonna try right now. And bear with me, sit here on my phone. All right, let's try the kimbap, which is a gigantic sushi. Look how big this is. Oh, that's so cool. But before I do, I'm gonna take one sip of the juice. Good. Oh wow. Freshly blended pineapple with some water. That's very good. Oh my god, it literally is like sushi. They even cut it up into rolls. Oh, that's fascinating. So no fish involved in this one. They had fish items, but this one is with some beef. Is it still warm? Yeah, it's still warm. Wow. Very, very good sushi roll. It's basically a mega sushi roll, as the guy said. It has a few more ingredients. We have some daikon. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure what the green one is. Might be, not sure what it is. There's definitely seaweed in here. And let me know what the blue ones, the brown ones are. Maybe it's bamboo shoots, I think. And some carrots as well. It's not supposed to be a super hot item. The only hot thing here is the beef. Just like sushi is not really served hot. There is a whole lot of rice here. It's really packed. This is really, really good. I gotta give it up to them. You can share this with someone. It's that big. If you get filled up on sushi, you'll easily get filled up on this. Is it juicy? No, the meat is not really that juicy. It's cut very thinly. So it is tender, but it's not really juicy. AAP says 1 in 5 people in Korea have their name Kim in their name. Yeah. Ludo says a lot of work went into making this. Oh yeah, I can imagine. They did it very well. And Christine, nice to see you here. Oh, do they wrap in the same stuff as sushi? Yep. Yeah, which is seaweed. Yeah, seaweed. I'm gonna have one more bite and then move on to dessert. At least one of the desserts, because I think this is a lot of food. Excellent, excellent. So try kimbap. If you're a huge fan of sushi and want something a little bit more filling, try kimbap. Or EMO is the name of the place. EMO here at K-Town. And that random little juice shop, very good as well. But now, what is very important here, we cannot underestimate the importance of this right here, ladies and gentlemen. A massive cream puff. Or from Keki. Not Kaki, but Keki. Oh, interesting, they're packaged. But they are freshly made. They just put in plastic. So we got ube, we got milk, and we got matcha. I'm gonna go for the matcha right here. These all look really good. More kind of your normal cream puff, not as extreme as the Bibble and Sip one. So I'm gonna close this up again. Keki did a good box. Good job, Keki. Ron says, just to let you know, it's considered rude to leave food left over in your plate in the Philippines. Yeah, that's the case with some Latin American countries. Indeed it is. It's a very sensitive matter. So if you go to someone's house, and I assume this is the Philippines as well, but definitely in Puerto Rico, you go to someone's house, come very hungry, especially if you know that person is going to cook. So let's try a cream puff. I love cream puffs. This is matcha. Matcha is concentrated green tea. It might also be consecrated as well. They probably consecrated it earlier today. And yeah, it's a bread stuffed with a bunch of cream. But you gotta be careful if you bite into this. Don't do a massive bite. It'll just squirt out to your friend's face. And when squirting happens when it's not intended to be the case, it's very awkward. It's very awkward when you have a friend that squirts by mistake. So be careful with these. Eat slowly. Don't put your mouth all the way in on it too quickly. Work your way up to it. Okay? It's just like in all cases of life, go slow. Okay. The breading is good. Not as crumbly as Bibble and Sip, so it has more of that kind of Japanese, Chinese bakery style breading that is a bit more kind of softer. I like the topping though. Once you really get your mouth in it, you end up really tasting how creamy it is. Wow. The cream has a interesting taste to it. It has this kind of herb, or it's like herb that Koreans sometimes use in their sweets, and Chinese as well. I don't know what it is. It's very, very perfumey, very fragrant herb. If anyone knows what it is, or flower. I never quite like it when it has that. It's almost like a minty essence. It's not my favorite when cream has that, but it is very good. Just if it weren't with that herb, if it had more of a matcha flavor, I would be head over heels with this. Is it fresh double cream? It is fresh cream. So the cream is very well done, but has that flour that is very kind of minty in flavor. Are you tasting ginger? It doesn't strike me as ginger though. It might be ginger. Ginseng, says Audrey. I gotta try ginseng on its own, but yeah, it might be ginseng. It's not bergamot. Not bergamot. I really love the taste of bergamot, but this is very common in Chinese pastries as well. Great well-made cream, great pastry, and great matcha topping. Well, Susie says, I wouldn't like that one. Yeah, if you want to play more safe, don't go for the matcha. If you're not a tea lover, go for the milk one. Always go for the plain one, or the one that is like black sesame is another good choice for cream puffs. Susie says, but is it nice? It is nice, yeah. It's good cream, good pastry. I don't like that flavor. Ginseng. Not that I don't want to eat it. It's just if it weren't there, I would be really in love with this. I gotta find out what that is. Sally says, looks like it would be good, but don't like perfume taste. It has that perfumey taste to it. Not too keen on the green color. That's matcha, that's green tea. So green tea tends to have a more of an earthy flavor to it, which it does. The top. Marshall says, good luck. Gwen says lemongrass, maybe. So let me know what you think it is. I know we have a few Chinese viewers as well and Korean viewers. Let me know if you know what it is. I'm gonna try tasting ginseng and lemongrass on its own and see if I can deduce what that flavoring is. Miss Lob says petit peu. Like how the French say no, it isn't quite that bad. What food are you looking forward to in Idaho, says Ron. Oh, Ron has discovered the real location. Boise, Idaho. Great Idaho. Ron has deduced the correct location. Obviously, I'm going to Idaho for this next adventure in April. Potatoes, Ron, potatoes. As Feng just said, yeah, potatoes. That's what I'm going to eat. It's going to be 2 full weeks of eating potatoes in beautiful Boise, Idaho, ladies and gentlemen. AAP says it's probably with lemongrass. Okay, thank you so much. But in all seriousness, obviously it's Lincoln, Nebraska. So everyone, stay tuned on April. Thursdays through Sundays, the entire month at 4 p.m. New York City time. Wherever other time zone I'm in, stay tuned. It'll still be 4 p.m. New York City time. I'll update you once I'm in that said places in the U.S. I'll let you know the local time zone. But thank you everyone so much for tuning in. If you enjoy these videos, feel free to press that subscribe button, press that thumbs up button on Facebook. Feel free to share them. Find me on TikTok, Ariel Vera, for short videos that are abridged versions of a lot of my live videos. Lots of history on my TikToks as well. And if you want to become a patron, patreon.com/urbanist. Thank you so much, Ludo. And this Friday, there's also, along with the special April Fool's broadcast at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, there will also be a philosophical chat at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. That was a journey through Macy's Flower Show. Excuse me. And K-Town. K-Town, amazing place. Lots of great Korean food and similar East Asian foods. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome. And always keep on exploring. Have a great day. Bye-bye.